So this is the diagram showing fundamental steps in DIP. Okay, so here we have two broad categories of method. First category of method whose input and output are images. So the methods from image acquisition to the morphological processing, these are under category 1 whose output and inputs are images, and we have second category whose input may be an image but whose output will be an image attributes. Okay, so from morphological to the object recognition are the methods under second category. Okay, so DIP starts with the image acquisition, so we'll see these modules one by one now. Okay, so image acquisition is a process of capturing the image by sensors and digitizing it. Okay, so it deals with digitizing an image. Okay, so the two main processes which are involved in image acquisitions are the sampling and quantization. It also deals with pre-processing tasks such as scaling. The second step is the image enhancement. It is a process of manipulating an image so that the result is more suitable than the original image for a specific application. Okay, so two main processes in image enhancement are the smoothing and sharpening. This is one example. As you can see, the enhanced image has more details as compared to the input image. Okay, then how to evaluate a particular image enhancement method? There is no general theory to evaluate a particular image enhancement method. When the image is processed, the viewer is the ultimate judge of how well that method performed. Okay, so that viewer will judge the method. Okay. Next step is the image restoration. It is just like an image enhancement, and it filters an image to minimize the effect of degradation. But unlike image enhancement, it is based on the mathematical or probabilistic models. That's why we call image enhancement method as a subjective, whereas image restoration is a objective. Okay, de-blurring is the example under image restoration category. Then we have color image processing. So you are familiar with the RGB model. Okay, there are some other models also like CMY model. Okay, which stands for cyan, magenta, yellow model. Then we have CMYK model, cyan, magenta, yellow and black model. Then we have HSI model, that is hue, saturation and intensity model. Okay, so let me show you one image. You may have noticed this dots at the bottom of any newspaper. Okay, so that is for CMYK model. Okay, generally newspaper industry uses CMYK model for the printing. Okay, so for each model, so we have different categories of applications. Then we have wavelet and multi-resolution processing step. So it deals with it is a tool for analyzing of image in multiple scales and resolution. Okay, so let me show you another image. So in this wavelet and multi-resolution processing, we actually create a image pyramid, which is a multiple versions of a same image with a different resolution, so that the features that may go undetected in one of the layer may get detected in some other layer. That's why we create an image pyramid and apply the processes which are involved in this step. Okay, that is regarding wavelet and multi-resolution processing. Then one important step in DIP is the compression. It deals with the technique for reducing the storage required to save an image or the bandwidth which is required to transmit that image. Okay, but with the advancement in the storage technology, storage is not a issue, but transmission is still the problem. That's why the compression is very important. And when you create an image in a paint, if you save it with PNG or JPG image will definitely will take lesser storage. The next step is morphological processing. It is a tool for extracting image components that are used in representation and description of the region shape. So it deals with extracting the image components. Okay, so the main processes which are involved in morphological processing are the erosion and dilation. The next step is the segmentation. Here we partition an image into its constituent parts or objects. Actually, this object recognition step is greatly dependent on the segmentation step, and in general, the more accurate the segmentation is, the more accurate the object recognition will be. Okay, so object recognition is greatly dependent on the segmentation task. The next step is the representation and description step. Okay, so this representation step deals with the decision of how to store the identified objects which are identified in the segmentation step. Okay, so whether to represent that identified object as a boundary or a complete region, that decision is taken by the representation step. And the next step is the description step, that deals with the feature extraction and feature selection. Next step is the object recognition. It is a process of assigning labels to the objects based on its descriptor. Okay, so here we assign the labels to the identified objects. The next component of the DIP is the knowledge base. It stores the knowledge about the problem domain. So it will store the requirement of the problem, it will store the description about the image. Okay, so this is regarding the fundamental steps of digital image processing. Then we will discuss the component of IP system. So these are the components which can be found in typical general purpose DIP system. Okay, so we'll start with the image sensor. So it has two main elements, that is imaging plane and the digitizer. Okay, so so this imaging plane is sensitive to the energy which is falling, which is incidenting on that. Okay, and this digitizer convert that incidenting energy into the digital form, and that's how image is created. Okay, so you can consider webcam as a image sensor device. Then we have specialized image processing hardware. Okay, it performs primitive operation on the captured image. Okay, so you can consider GPU as the specialized image processing hardware. Then we have a computer which is acting like a coordinator between these different components. Okay, so computer has a operating system to act as a coordinator between these components. Then we have image processing software which include modules to perform specific tasks. Okay, so you may consider softwares like image video editing softwares, printing software. Okay, those softwares comes under this component. Then we have a mass storage. It deals with the storage of the images and videos. Okay, if you have millions of images, then mass storage can be a challenging task. Okay, then we have image display component. So it displays the output which is coming from a computer. Okay, so you may consider TV monitors under this category. And lastly, we have a hard copy. It is for storing the images permanently. So you may consider laser printers or photo films or CDs as a devices under these components. Okay, so this is all about the components. Okay, so we'll stop here. Please mark your attendance. Okay, so in image acquisition, the two main processes which are important are the sampling and quantization. In image enhancement, the two important processes are smoothing and sharpening. In image restoration, we have deblurring. Okay, in color images, actually the methods which are involved in color images are somewhat different as compared to gray images, and we don't have color image processing in our syllabus. Okay, actually it generally is a part of computer vision. Then in wavelet, the main process is the wavelet transform. Okay, that we'll see in one of the unit. In compression, we are going to study different coding techniques like LZW, then arithmetic coding, then Huffman coding. We have a separate dedicated unit for compression. In morphological processing, we have processes called dilation and erosion. Okay, these are the important processes in that. In segmentation, we have processes like thresholding, then region growing method, and region segmentation. Then in object recognition Actually we have to use ML techniques for recognizing the objects. Okay, so we are going to study these steps in detail, and these components are very basics. You have to just remember the devices which are involved in those components. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you.